All right, let's talk about building something that's on all of our minds. A body that feels strong, capable, and just ready for anything. Not just for today, but for decades to come. We're gonna lay out a blueprint to essentially age-proof your body. So, let's just dive right in.
So let me just start with this question. What if you could actually age-proof your body? I'm not talking about stopping time, of course, but building a version of yourself that can handle whatever life throws at it, whether you're 45, 65, or even 85. You know, it might sound like a huge goal, but the science is showing us it's way more achievable than you'd think. It all starts with understanding one simple biological fact.
And this number, this is that fact. You see, after we hit 30, we start to lose about 3 to 8% of our muscle mass every single decade. And there's the kicker, that rate actually speeds up after age 60. Now, this has nothing to do with how you look in the mirror. This is a fundamental change happening inside your body that affects everything, from your metabolism to your ability to just live independently.
And that brings us right here to what I'm calling the invisible thief. We're about to pull back the curtain on exactly what's going on inside our bodies after 40, and more importantly, how we can fight back. This invisible thief, well, it has a scientific name, sarcopenia. It's the involuntary, age-related loss of muscle, strength, and function. And you know, medical experts are really clear on this. They see it as a primary cause of disability in older folks, because it directly leads to a higher risk of falls, fractures, and ultimately a loss of independence.
And let's be totally clear here. This isn't about vanity. This is about function. We're talking about the simple, everyday stuff. Carrying your own groceries in from the car, playing with your grandkids on the floor, or lifting your suitcase into the overhead bin without even thinking about it. It's all about protecting your quality of life, not just for today, but for 30 years from now.
But here is the good news. There is some really good news. We have an incredibly powerful blueprint to fight this, and it's called functional strength. This is all about training for the things you do in real life, not just training for the gym. So what makes this so different from your typical gym routine? We'll take a look at this comparison. Traditional training, it often isolates one muscle at a time. Think of a bicep curl. Functional training is a whole different ballgame. It uses movements that involve multiple joints, mimicking real-life actions like, say, lifting a heavy box off the ground. The whole point is to teach your muscles to work together as one big, coordinated team, just like they have to every single day.
And the benefits here are just profound. We're not just building bigger muscles, we're building a smarter, more resilient body. This kind of training sharpens your coordination and balance, which by the way is your #1 defense against falls. It builds that deep core stability to protect your spine, and all that loading actually helps to increase your bone density. It's a total win-win-win.
Okay, so let's get practical. Let's break down 3 absolutely essential movements that form the core of this longevity toolkit. Think of these as the fundamental skills you can start practicing today to build a body that's built to last.
First on the list, the hip hinge. Seriously, if you master just one movement pattern for the rest of your life, make it this one. It's the body's safest, most natural way to lift anything at all from the floor, whether that's a bag of groceries or a sleeping toddler.
The absolute key here is to start the movement from your hips, not from your lower back. I want you to think about pushing your hips straight back, almost like you're trying to tap a car door shut with your butt. Your back stays flat, your chest stays proud. Just making this little shift in how you move is a complete game changer for your spinal health.
And the science on this? It's crystal clear. Research from the Journal of Orthopedic Research found that using proper hip hinge mechanics can slash the loading and stress on your spine by up to 40%. Just think about that for a second. A 40% drop in wear and tear over your entire life, just by changing the way you bend over. That's huge. Okay, our second movement looks so simple, but it is unbelievably powerful. It's the farmer's carry. And yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. You pick up heavy things and you walk with them. This might just be the ultimate real-world test of your total body strength, and it's an absolute secret weapon for longevity. Form is everything with this one. You want to stand up tall, pull your shoulder blades back and down, like you're trying to tuck them into your back pockets. Then brace your core like you're about to take a punch, and then just walk. Slowly, intentionally. This isn't a race. It's like a moving plank that builds your grip, your posture, and your core all at the same time.
Now here's why this matters so much. This quote right here, it points to this incredible link between your grip strength and your overall health. A huge landmark study in The Lancet, one of the top medical journals in the world, found that grip strength is a better predictor of dying from any cause than your blood pressure. Let that sink in for a minute. The farmer's carry directly builds that exact foundational strength. Okay, before we get to our final movement, I'm really curious. We've talked about a couple of ideas, but what's your go-to exercise for building that real-world functional strength? Go ahead and drop a comment below. Let me know what works for you. It's awesome to see what everyone in the community is up to.
All right, our third and final tool in this longevity toolkit is the single leg balance. Now, I know, it might not feel as hardcore as a heavy lift, but its importance is just off the charts. This is your primary defense against the #1 cause of injury-related death in older adults, which is falling.
And the best part? You can practice this literally anywhere. While you're brushing your teeth, while you're waiting for the microwave, just stand on one foot. Shift your weight over, lift the other leg, and just try to hold it for 30 seconds without wobbling all over the place. Hey, use a countertop for support at first if you need to. It is such a simple habit that pays massive dividends for your stability. And the data absolutely backs this up. Research has shown that consistently doing exercises that challenge your balance can reduce your risk of falling by as much as 39%. That isn't just a statistic, that could genuinely save a life.
So, we've identified the problem, and we've laid out the tools. Now we're at the final, and honestly, the most important part, your action plan. How do you take all this information and actually start using it, like today?
Here are 4 super simple rules. Number 1, form always comes before weight. Perfect the movement with just your body weight first. 2, consistency beats intensity every single time. 5 minutes of practice a day is so much better than 1 crazy hour once a week. 3, just start with what you've got. Your own body is an amazing tool. And 4, try to find a movement buddy. That accountability can be a really powerful motivator.
So I really want to leave you with this thought. Every single, small, consistent thing you do today to move a little better and build a little strength, it's a direct gift to your future self. Your 80-year-old self is absolutely going to thank you for the independence and the energy you're building for them right now.
So, if this blueprint was helpful in thinking about your own health and your future, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We put out new explainers just like this one every week, breaking down the science to help you build a stronger, healthier future. Thanks so much for watching.